Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be discussing all the chemical tests from organic chemistry class 12th. I have listed a few but I have added more in the official notes. So yeah, let's start the video. And before starting the video, I would suggest that you should bring a notebook and a pen and note down all the tests and some additional points if you find any. And if you find this video genuine, please consider subscribing. So yeah, let's start the video. So we are doing the organic tests from amines first. So the first is Hinsberg test. So basically ये structure है of Hinsberg reagent और benzene sulfonyl chloride. तो जब आप primary amine को Hinsberg reagent से react कराओगे तो एक precipitate बनता है which is soluble. ठीक है. सो दिस इज़ द ऑब्जर्वेशन फ्रॉम प्राइमरी अमीन. सेकेंडरी अमीन में जब आप बेंजीन सल्फोनिल क्लोराइड से रिएक्ट कराते हो तो इनसॉल्युबल प्रेसिपिटेट बनता है एंड 3 डिग्री वाले रिएक्ट नहीं करते. सो वी कैन यूज़ इट फॉर डिस्टिंग्विशिंग अमंग द प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी एंड टर्शियरी अमाइंस. So the second is carbylamine test or the isocyanide test. This is also a reaction. So basically when you react a primary amine with chloroform and potassium hydroxide in presence of heat, आपको isocyanide जो होता है वो फॉर्म होता है विच इज़ अ फाउल स्मेलिंग कंपाउंड एंड इसमें सिर्फ 1 डिग्री रिएक्ट करता है, 2 डिग्री और 3 डिग्री रिएक्ट नहीं करता है. सो दिस इज़ नाइट्रस एसिड रिएक्शन. बेसिकली जब आप एलिफेटिक और एरोमेटिक अमीन्स में डिस्टिंग्विश करते हो तो आप नाइट्रस एसिड के साथ रिएक्शन करा देते हो. जब एलिफेटिक अमीन और नाइट्रस एसिड रिएक्ट करता है तो अल्कोहल बन जाता है. बट जब एक एरोमेटिक अमीन नाइट्रस एसिड के साथ रिएक्ट करता है तो बेंजीन डायजोनियम क्लोराइड बन जाता है, डायजोनियम सॉल्ट, और आप इसके अंदर फर्दर रिएजेंट्स डाल के और रिएक्शन कर सकते हो. सो द नेक्स्ट रिएक्शन इज एजोडाई टेस्ट और द कपलिंग रिएक्शंस. जब आप फिनॉल को बेंजीन डायजोनियम क्लोराइड के साथ रिएक्ट कराओगे तो पी हाइड्रोक्सी एजोबेंजीन विच इज़ अ ऑरेंज डाई इज़ फॉर्म्ड. एंड जब एनिलीन के साथ बेंजीन डायजोनियम क्लोराइड को रिएक्ट कराओगे तो पी अमाइनो एजोबेंजीन और येलो डाई वी कैन से इज़ फॉर्म्ड. तो बेसिकली इनका कलर ज़रूर याद रखें बिकॉज इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन बोर्ड एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. So moving on to aldehydes and ketones, our first test is Tollens test. So basically we use Tollens reagent which is ammonical silver nitrate. तो जब हम aldehydes को ammonical silver nitrate और Tollens reagent के साथ react करते हैं, this ion is formed एंड बेसिकली टेस्ट ट्यूब्स के जो लाइक साइड्स होते हैं उसके ऊपर एक फॉर्मेशन ऑफ सिल्वर मिरर हो जाता है. एंड aldehydes, aliphatic and aromatic both react to this test, but ketones don't react with Tollens reagent, so we can use it for distinguishing between aldehydes and ketones. So the next test is Felling's test. First let's prepare the Felling solution. So use Felling solution A which is aqueous copper sulfate and it is blue in color. Then the second is Felling solution B which is sodium potassium tartrate or we can call it as Rochelle salt. So जब aldehyde is reacted with Felling solution you get this ion and a red brown PPT. This red brown PPT indicates that the aldehyde group is present, and here only aldehydes give the positive test. Aromatic aldehydes and ketones don't react to Felling solution test. So the next is iodoform test. So iodoform के लिए सबसे एक ट्रिक होती है कि ये पर्टिकुलर ग्रुप अगर है एक कंपाउंड में तो आइडोफॉर्म टेस्ट विल बी पॉजिटिव. तो इस कंपाउंड में अगर है ग्रुप तो इट वुड गिव RC11O, O-Na+ एंड आयोडोफॉर्म. एंड इसको हम हेलोफॉर्म टेस्ट भी बोलते हैं बिकॉज हेलोजन यहाँ पे Br और Cl भी हो सकता है. बट प्लीज़ रिमेंबर दैट दिस ग्रुप शुड बी प्रेजेंट फॉर iodoform test to be positive. So the next is 2,4 DNP test. The full form of this reagent is 2,4 dinitrophenyl hydrazine and it gives a orange, red or yellow PPT and it checks the presence of aldehydes and ketones. So the next test is Gibbs test. You will study the reaction in ammonia derivatives part in this chapter, but I'm telling the chemical test point of view. So we use Gibbs reagent and it detects the presence of aldehydes and pink coloration is seen when the test is done. So the next test is NaHSO3 test or sodium hydrogen bisulfite test. When you react it with carboxylic acid, sodium carboxylate ion is formed and CO2 gas is also evolved. This shows the presence of carboxylic acid group. We can use it for distinguishing alcohols and carboxylic acids, etc. So now let's move on to alcohols, phenols, ethers. So the first test is bromine water test. When you react phenol with bromine and water, 2,4,6 tribromophenol is formed, which is the white precipitate formed. You may have done this test as a preliminary test before salt analysis in your labs. So this is steric ammonium nitrate test. You don't need to remember the formula. When you add this reagent to a particular sample and a white coloration is seen, that means the phenolic group is present. So you can use it for distinguishing between phenol and alcohol. So basically esterification is in reaction, but also ester test is there in your lab work. So when you react alcohol with carboxylic acid, you get ester, and the fruity smell evolved shows that ester group is present. So as you can see, this question has been asked in CBSE 2026 exam. So let's do this question. So first, both the compounds are given, तो आप इनके structures draw कर लो. ये दोनों structures अब हमने draw कर लिया. अब हम इसमें ये देखेंगे कि दोनों ketones हैं, but यहाँ पे ये वाला group present है, which indicates कि जब ऐसा ग्रुप प्रेजेंट होता है तो आयोडोफॉर्म टेस्ट पॉजिटिव होता है. सो वी कैन हियर यूज आयोडोफॉर्म टेस्ट टू डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन these two compounds. So in the next part I have propanol and propanone, aldehyde and ketone. So in this we can distinguish it by doing the Tollens reagent test, in which aldehyde will react and the ketone will give no test, like there will be no reaction for ketone. So here we have pentane 2-on and pentane 3-on. Now both are ketones. So how we will do the distinguish? We'll first make the structures. So here pentane 2-on is this and pentane 3-on is this. So here as you can see, we can mark one difference, which is the presence of this group. So this group indicates that iodoform test can be used. So pentane 2-on will give you iodoform test positive, whereas pentane 3-on will give no reaction, that is negative test. So this is how you can do these type of questions. You should practice 2 to 3 PYQs because these questions are very predicted and can be asked in your exams, even in your school as well as in the board exam. So these were all the chemical tests I had to discuss in this video. These are all covered from NCERT, a few or two from my side. And I hope you have made all the notes and understood all the concepts. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. Keep studying.